During Hillary Clinton's meeting with congressional Democrats, Bernie Sanders decided to hold an impromptu meeting to call out Hillary Clinton. He says, "Secretary Clinton and I disagree on a number of issues. 3 decades of deals, including the North American Free Trade Agreement, which is NAFTA, signed by former President Clinton, have been disastrous for American workers. Secretary Clinton, I believe, has a different view on that issue. Now, when it comes to the Keystone XL pipeline, the $15 minimum wage, and the $1 trillion infrastructure spending proposal that Bernie has suggested, he states, I think the secretary has not been quite so clear on those issues." Damn, see what he's doing here is he's calling out her record on progressive issues. What Hillary Clinton is trying to do right now is she's trying to present herself to the Democratic base as a progressive, but we all know that she's more of a centrist, and when it comes to foreign policy, she's more center-right. So Bernie Sanders is rightfully calling her out on her progressive record because, look, she has the name recognition, so all she has to do is start copying Bernie Sanders, and that's going to be a huge problem for him. So what he's doing by calling her out is a very, very good thing, and I think it's going to really get his name out there as well, because he doesn't really want to play dirty, he doesn't want to call out his opponents, but it's something that you got to do, and I think that he's slowly but surely realizing that. Now, as for her actual visit with Democrats, The Hill explains, the Democrats did not appear to press Clinton on some of the topics mentioned by Sanders in his public comments. Neither trade nor Keystone were mentioned in the Progressive Caucus meeting, and that's according to Mike Rep Honda. And although Clinton told lawmakers she's committed to hiking the minimum wage, they didn't push her on the $15 rate. Representative Ruben Gallego says, "We didn't get into specifics about a number." Well, of course you didn't. You wouldn't want to help the American people too much, will you? I mean, what your real goal is to appease your corporate donors. So even though you call yourself a progressive and you're part of the Progressive Caucus, you're not really a true progressive. You're only in favor of progressing what your donors want, which is what will get you into office. So obviously it's something that you want too. So now Representative Juan Vargas was quoted saying, "I'm ready for Hillary, baby." Well, sure, I mean, you want your establishment candidate. You don't want someone such as Bernie Sanders who's not part of the establishment to threaten the status quo. You want to maintain everything the same way as it is. You want money in politics because you got a really nice array of donors who help you get elected so long as you do what they want, so long as you give them their tax breaks, so long as you craft policy specifically for them while you completely ignore the needs of the American people. So here's the deal. All of these congressional Democrats, they're all scared of Bernie Sanders. See, he's not part of the establishment. Bernie Sanders is an anti-establishment candidate, and this is something that scares them as he gets more and more popular. As he gains more and more percentage points in the polls, this is really, really scaring not just Democrats, but Republicans as well, because Bernie Sanders is going to go in there and kind of blow up their whole game, metaphorically speaking, that is. So he's going to go in there, he's going to change everything. He wants to get money out of politics. He wants free universal health care for all citizens. This is something that they don't want. They don't want that for the American people. So Bernie, you're doing a good thing. I think this is phenomenal. I really like that he held this impromptu press conference because look, you want to get elected, you got to play hard. You really got to play hard. You got to critique your opponents sometimes. You don't have to get completely dirty as they do. You don't have to run the obnoxious attack ads, but what you really got to do is call them out on the substance of their policy positions. Hillary Clinton, you can say, yeah, I want the minimum wage to go up, but she's not telling you that she probably only wants a $10 minimum wage, while Bernie wants a $15 minimum wage. Look, in almost all states, $10 is not a living wage. So if you really want the true progressive, you gotta elect Bernie Sanders. And Bernie Sanders, kudos to you, buddy. This is something that needed to be done, and I'm glad that you're doing it.